what we need to do.
Okay, we are live. You can tell based off of our, red live button. And I am with one of my new friends that I have met. Her name is Candy. Oh, I always go the wrong way. And I just started using the airbrush, a couple weeks ago, but I have found that I really truly love it. And Candy is a little bit scared to try it for the first time. So we decided to go live and kind of see how this will all work out, right? Candy, you're super excited.
Oh yeah, this is my excited face.
Okay, so she does need to share it into her group. So grab your phone and share the live into your customer group. But as you hop on and if you approve messages to be shown, then we'll be able to see your messages and your name. Otherwise, I can actually go through I can actually go onto Facebook and see who it is. So if you hop on, say hi. Hi. While Candy is getting it into her group, I'll just chat. So I actually did earlier. I did a live, and come to find out that one of our challenges was to do a dual live, and so I'm not going to be doing a whole lot. I'm just going to be walking Candy through her airbrush, and she's super excited about it.
Okay, there we are.
You shared it?
Yes,
Okay.
and I turned my volume down.
Yes. See, there was no echo. If you had your volume on, you would have found out that it's not very fun to hear the echo and it starts to screech. So that is one thing from technology, you'll learn. Oh, Kieran says hi. Hi, Kieran. Okay. So, we oh, yes. So we are going to be doing airbrush,
I
and
got to play Vanna today.
yes, so I can pull out mine too. So mine is black as well, but I knew there are some people that have white, but we just have, we just have black for right now. But I'm so excited for you to try. I know you're really scared, but one of the tips is, and I did ask this beforehand, she needed to make sure that she moisturizes, and she said she already did that, and did an eye cream, right? So the next step is, if you're going to conceal, like under your eyes and stuff, you need to do that beforehand. So go ahead and you can conceal as much as you want underneath your eyes. I need to put up the comment so I can see from Facebook. Lily says hi.
Always use your ring fingers, ladies.
Yes, always use your ring fingers, because no one wants more. No one wants more wrinkles, right? You don't pull and tug on your skin. So these fingers are not okay to use. These ones are, okay? So you can use
Okay, this is a little stronger than I'm used to.
As a concealer.
Yes.
Yeah. And you're using natural pearl?
Yes.
Okay.
I have to wait for my eyes to focus. I don't have my glasses on.
No, you're totally fine. You're totally fine. So hi Lily, hi Stephanie, hi Karen. Okay, so we are going to walk Candy through her first time, and there was still plastic on her thing, so we had to, talk about that as well. But anyway, the concealer really covered up your dark circles really well. That's awesome.
Yes, it did.
Yeah. So you'll notice at the bottom, when you turn it on, there's 3 lights. Oh, I don't know if you'll be able to tell. Can you tell that that's purple? Anyway, so purple means it's the lightest. Oh, yours, you can see yours better. I think because I have more light. So the purple means that it's the lightest, like, strength of pressure. If you go and you hold it says auto, but if you push the button, it will move to a different color. And then you can move it to a higher one. There's 3 settings. So it can go pretty fast, but she, with her first time, I don't even go higher than the purple one. And I've done it at least a few times. So for your first time, make sure you're on the lowest setting, and you probably don't even want to go the highest strength. So you'll notice that this little, this is the nozzle that the product comes out, and then this is the side button candy. So you'll want to, once you put the product in, you won't want to put your button all the way to the back. It'll be too much at first. So start off with it being like, oh, right there, like halfway. Okay. But you don't want it on. That'll probably just be air. So at the very beginning part, it's just air and product doesn't come out, but you kind of need to slide it about halfway to actually get product starting to come out. And you're going to hold it about
product, huh?
Yeah, we need to add product. So you want to hold it about 4 to 5 fingers away from your face. Yeah. So, I mean, you can hold it a little bit farther too, but you don't want it to be like right here because you want the airbrush effect, to be going. And then you're going to be doing circular motions, and then you'll dry it by scooting the button back over to the closer to the front so that there's just air coming out. So turn it on so you can feel what the air feels like, just so you're not like surprised by it.
Oh, it feels so good.
I know, it feels super pampering. Okay, so Karen says she loves the concealers. They're so smooth. And Wendy says she didn't know about the button on the bottom. Yes, Wendy, there's a button on the bottom. Wow, Karen, really? You didn't know that either. Okay, well, a lot of people didn't know about the button on the bottom. So there you go. You learned something new. Okay.
I'm going to say that this is nice and clear.
Yes.
But don't try and lift from here because it won't lift. It's this little tiny top that comes off.
Yes. Yes. So there's a little bit of a cap, and you'll see that there's a hole in it where that's where you're going to, drop the product, right? And we decided, right, we're just going to test a little bit first so we know if it's the right color. So why don't you try 4 drops of 1 and 1 drop of 3, and we'll see how that matches.
That's all. Then if not,
what'd you say?
That's all. So you try and put it in that hole, right?
Well, basically just in that basin area, but yeah, I usually drop it in the hole, but it will eventually go there because the plastic parts are kind of slanted, so
oh, thank God.
It guides it down, so it's not gonna,
Okay, so that's. Of course, I'm doing this without my glasses on, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, if you need to put them on to do it, you can.
Bring them into my office with me. All right, let's see.
Yeah. Well, my phone was partially dead, so I'm not on my phone today, and so the lighting is so much more different on my computer than it is on my phone. So
am I don't have any strains today? Is that why I can't?
You can't open it?
Is there?
Okay, don't take the cap off yet because you need to shake it up. It's okay. It's okay. So put the cap on, and you should be able to hear a ball moving around. If you can't, then hit it on the table. Now shake it. There. Can you hear the difference, right? So shake, 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 shake.
Shake your booty.
Yeah,
sorry.
Exactly.
80s flashback.
Okay, so that's enough shaking. So then do the 4 drops against the one of
now it's coming out.
Yes. So just do the couple of drops in there, and then you'll drop. We're going to test the 3 out, and if it's not quite right, then we're going to do 1 drop. We'll do 4 of the number 1, and then 1 of the 4.
For some reason,
Karen says shake it. There. Yeah. So one of the things I kept doing was what happens is the metal ball gets stuck in the little tip.
That's what happened, is it would only let 2 drops come out.
Yeah. So what happens is it gets stuck. So I kept taking a needle and poking it down. And then I found all I have to do is put the cap back on and just like hit it on the table, and it comes out. It doesn't really get stuck, but like just know that because there's product and there's a metal ball, there's a possibility it's going to get stuck, and it happens regularly. It's not like broken or anything like that. Okay. I know, right?
Only 1?
So
number 3?
Yeah, do 4 of the shade 1.
Right.
And then 1 of shade 3.
Come on, you little.
There you go. There you go. And I found
Watching out at the door going,
yeah, like who's
"Who's
there? Who's
there?"
there? One of the things I have found though is it happens more when it's I feel like when it's super full because it doesn't have as much like area to go. There's not as much air in there. And so it happened to me earlier on, but when I started using more of the product, I didn't get it stuck as often. So just know that that's, you know,
Okay,
that's normal.
it's in there.
Okay.
Now,
Okay, are you ready? Okay, so you
okay,
plug the
you
hole, right? You plug
plug
the
the
hole,
hole.
and then you're going to slide this back and you'll see that it will start to bubble.
Yeah, it's
Can you
bubbling.
see it? It's bubbling. Okay, so you kind of let it bubble until it looks like the color is a little bit more mixed together. And that basically is the mixing process.
It's making funny noises.
It can, but just make sure your thumb is over the air hole. It's probably
It
good.
is.
Okay.
Okay, lots of bubbling.
Okay, so now turn it back off.
Off.
Okay, so you can either test on your hand as so you know that the product is coming out, or you can just start it on your face. It's up to you. Can you
Okay,
feel
that's
it?
there.
Can you
I
feel
hear
the difference?
spring.
You can feel the difference between the air and then the product coming out?
Oh yeah.
You can see it? Okay,
Yeah.
see, there you go. All right.
There's the camera.
So, yes, it's really hard to see, but and
It's right.
here's the key. You know, have you ever seen people checking foundation up like against their face with a whole bottle? Or they test it right here. This is the one thing I don't understand. You do realize there's blue veins in the back of your wrist, right? So how is that even
I
close?
hate that.
How is it even closely related to your color of your face? Like that makes no sense.
Yeah, you have
Okay.
to right here.
Yeah, yeah. So you test ivory to beige skin tone. You want to test here because you want it to match your jawline, right? You don't want pumpkin face and you don't want ghost face, right? So
And you don't want the line. I
yes.
hate it. I always want to go up and go.
My mom hated that when I was in high school. I did not choose the right color. I needed, someone to help me with that.
All right,
Karen
so
says you got this.
put it halfway over.
Well, you can just slowly start to move it over until you feel it, okay? And then start to kind of.
That's a lot of air.
Yeah. Can you feel the little spritzy?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can move it back a little bit more if you feel like you're not seeing a ton, but that's the gradient of how much product is going to be coming onto your face. So with the lighting, that's really hard to tell.
I know it's.
I can't really see it, but I don't know if you didn't put very much on or if.
No, look at the. Let me see if I can do it this way. See how the redness stops right here?
Okay, so you feel like it matches?
Yeah, I think it looks pretty good.
Okay.
Let's keep going.
Go me.
We'll do half.
Yeah, you can do half your face. So then you can use the rest of the product up, or some of it, right? And then we'll probably need to put more of the foundation and mix it for your other side. But if you want to do half, yeah, I don't think that's going to work so well. Okay, so do the rest of your face. Remember, you don't usually try to do airbrush right around your eyes because that's where we'll have the most like fine lines and wrinkles, which is why we did concealer first.
Yeah.
So you just don't want to get as close to your eyes. You just kind of go around your eyes and do your cheeks and down. Okay. You can't do it around your eyes, but you just, do less there.
All right. Well, if I was of a different religion, I'd do a cross right now. Let me think. Star David.
Are you Jewish?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. All right.
I can't do anything serious. So I'm pulling my hair back.
Candy's purple hair.
Purple and blue. There's a little bit of blue still there. So.
Oh, is there?
Okay, deep breath.
Okay, deep breath. You got it. You did good. And the best thing about, makeup is it's not brain surgery. No one dies. So you can always wash it off. And so as you go around, I can tell that the redness is going down on your cheeks, that it's evening it out. So once you feel like you have a light layer, then switch it back to just air. And switch it back to just air so that you can blow it on your face to dry it.
Okay.
Yeah. So usually you'll do, circular motions around, and then you're spritzing the product, and then you can just go to air and then basically start drying it.
It's dry right away.
It's pretty dry. Now, if you were to rest your finger on it, I have found, like, when I was trying to do eye makeup, I tended to like touch my face or like touch the bridge of my nose or whatever. I found that sometimes it would leave a mark if you didn't let it dry, too soon. But I don't see it on you. So it might have just been that I had too much product on that day and I touched my face or whatever. I haven't had any problems since, the first maybe 2 times. But Kieran says so pretty. And Sammy says so smart. I never thought of that. I'm not sure what you're talking about, but.
All right. I'm going to put more drops in.
Yes. So we figured 4 and 1 is your go-to. Now I find that I usually use like 10 to 12 drops, but if you're not wanting as much coverage, because I do usually at least 2 layers for me. I'm just used to that. Like, I like more full coverage, but you don't necessarily have to do that. So let's do the 4 and 1, because that's about 10. So if you do another 4 and 1, then you'll be able to kind of test, how much it is.
Okay, so there's 4.
There you go. There you go. You already shook it, so it shouldn't be, too bad.
Yeah, but I just kind of keep the ball out of the, those balls.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, love you, Candy. Okay, so are you going to do your other side? You can totally tell. Yeah, you can totally tell from the one side to the other. And that's not really.
It's blowing it all over the place. So yeah, I think it's and this is sort of what it looks like when it's mixed.
Okay. Yeah, usually you'll have like colored drops, that you'd put the darker one in, but if it blends, then you'll not see the variation as much, because it kind of blends as it comes out of the machine too, but you want to incorporate it as much as possible, just for, a little bit. So go ahead.
Let's keep going.
Yeah.
So while this is going, I can't hear what you're saying. So if you're giving me instructions, give me sign language. Like,
okay, good to know. Good to know. Didn't think about that.
You're talking, I'm going, I can't hear you.
Well, I was trying to tell you that you can switch it to air mode, but you weren't really listening. And so that makes more sense, though, that you have the machine going.
All right, so about there, right?
Yep. Well, your elbow's in the way, so I couldn't really see. I mean, that looks a little bit, I don't know why am I tilting my head? Like I'm going to see more. Like, no, you're on a screen. I'm sorry. Can you share it in your group, Karen? Of course you can. Like, comment, and share, for all the love. That's looking really, really good. See, Candy was so worried, and she's a natural. And she can't hear me, so I can say anything about her.
I can hear you. This time.
You lied to me.
Well, no, I was listening. I had it away from my ear this time.
Oh, okay.
And we're drying.
Oh, I wondered if you'd gotten to that point. But how do you think? I think it looks great.
Yeah.
So what I normally do, if you were going to try to do a second layer, I really try to make sure that it's really dry, because the one side is going to be dry, but the other side just finished. And I really find that you're better off with the air of like a little bit more time than a little bit less time. So I kind of let that go. And then I'll usually try, like, I'll do my brows, or I'll do my eyeshadow, or I'll do mascara or lips or something. So I have something to do while I'm letting it dry, so I don't get impatient, because I found that when I was waiting for it to dry to do another coat, I'm like, okay, Is it ready? Is it ready? And you know, I'm not very patient. You might not know that about me, but beautiful. Are you going to do the pinks? What are you going to do? Yeah.
Yep.
I like the pinks on you. You know, do you have the other palette? Like you can do the pink and
Yes.
the purple because there's that purple in the other one, isn't there? Or is that in the mood? So there's two. This is the in the mood one.
Right.
That's
That's
the
the
one.
one I have. Isn't that the one I have? Yeah.
And then this one, oh no, it doesn't. I don't know why I thought there was another.
No, there's no
Purple in there.
purple. It's more
Yeah.
red.
There's an orange one. It's like orange.
Yeah. I'm going to stick with the pink right now because somehow orange and green.
Yeah. I wouldn't necessarily say that. So you can go ahead and kind of play with your eyeshadow.
And what I like to do is I like to just put a base on all over. A neutral.
Yes, I find if it like if anyone watched my first live, I do share that I don't do a base that's a shimmer all across my eye, because if you have hooded eyes or deep set eyes, if you do shimmer across the part that's hooded, it will push it out and make it look more hooded.
Well,
I didn't realize you were doing the shimmer, or I would have said something, but it's not necessarily like it still is pretty, but in general, that's the way I teach to do it, just because you can push the hooded part back so it doesn't look like your eye is as hooded.
she hurt my feelings.
But I love that color on you. I remember seeing the picture with you having it done, and it looks great. So I had lips on, but I feel like, especially with the lighting, it doesn't look like I have anything on.
Oh no, your makeup is fantastic.
I did a cut crease, and I did use the other palette. So I used the Tango in Paradise, and I used I used this color for my midtone, the matte brown, and then I used the brown sugar for the highlight, and the orange in my midtone in my crease, as well as this one.
So does this still look so heavily hooded now that I put a neutral on?
That looks better, yes. Good job. And I don't mean to say any, I really should. That's one of, you'll find that I have a hard time closing my mouth, even though I was like, I'm not going to say anything about the makeup because
come on. That's what makes it fun. That's what girl time is about. Girl time is, what the hell are you doing? Girl time is, you really want to wear that?
Okay. Well, some people can take it, and some people are like,
oh, please. Okay. If you know anything about me, I can push it out as well as I can take it. I mean, I have a graduation in snark. And we both have Mary Kay backgrounds. Mm-hmm. So it's we've both been trained by Robert Jones and oh God, Luis Costco and all those nice names and so yeah, I like listening to other makeup artists because that's how I learn. And if you can't take criticism, girl, you gotta, you gotta be able to listen to your peers because they're the ones who are going to tell you the truth. I mean, so seriously.
I am using, I didn't say what I was wearing, but these are powerful lashes. Ooh, ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I have really big eyes. So when I do something like that, it looks a little crazy. Yeah. So, and I've seen people, oh, they're pulling on their natural lash, right? No, I would not be able to pull on my natural lash, especially when they're up this high. Like, if I get the very tip of my lash, there's no possible way that's my natural lash. So they hold really, really well.
What I did yesterday, I did a live yesterday with a networking group.
Uh-huh.
And what I did was I took because I have really small eyes, big mouth, small eyes, big cheeks, small eyes. And so what I did yesterday is I cut about that much off my lashes. Literally,
Mhm.
I have to
Yeah.
cut about a quarter of an inch
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
or more off my lashes.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're going to go from here all the way down to here.
Yeah.
So what I did was I took some of the adhesive liner and I put it here, and I
Oh,
put that little bit of lash here, and then I sat there pulling.
Oh, that's cute.
So, it really did show that it's not the lashes we're pulling on, folks. It really is the adhesive.
Yeah, I have tried, I had done extensions and I really liked the look, but I hated the time it took me to go, get them done.
And
And
and the damage to your lashes.
yeah, my lashes, some of them were falling out, but for me it was just the time. I'm really harsh. I must be like rub my face a ton when I'm washing my face or whatever. I would try to be careful, but they did not look good after like 10 to 14 days. Like I had to get them refilled. And so it was every 2 weeks, 2 to 3 hours sitting like laying on a flat bed. And I just was like, I can't do it anymore. I can't. So then that was like right before COVID, actually. And then I found magnetic liner lashes. And so I actually had ordered a bunch from Amazon and different things online. And some of them were okay, some of them were good, some of them were more pricey, and there were some that just looked like plastic, like on your eyes. And I got them, and I was like, "There's no way!" Like if I wore them in a Zoom, maybe people wouldn't be able to tell, but like in person, they look so fake. It was bad. So, and then some of them, the liner bothered my eyes, and I don't have sensitive eyes. So,
I do.
um, I was kind of surprised at how well, the liner and the lash held. And so when I found these, I was like, dude, just even for my own use, I'm like, sign me up, and then I fell in love with a lot of the other products as well. But yeah, the lashes was what drew me in because I had tried so many others and I had found some that I liked, but overall the the fact that the liner and the lash is $39 together, there's not many that are out there that you can buy, higher quality lashes for that price. So I loved it. Good job, good job. Are you going to be
Now
doing adhesive or magnetic lashes? What are
I'm
you going to
going
hit
to
on?
do adhesive.
Ah,
I'm going to do
the I am enough, or I am confident, or I am sassy. Are those adhesives?
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I'm doing magnetic.
I was
Sorry.
like, I thought those were magnetic. I'm so confused. I was like, wait, I thought she had said she was going to try lovable. Anyway, okay.
So, there's a new tip I've learned.
What?
Um, is the water line. I don't want to mess with mascara. And
Yes.
I have no lashes to begin with. Do you see any lashes there?
Yeah.
No. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a lip. Yeah, where's the camera? There it is. I'm going to there it is. I'm going to take a little bit of whatever that's called. Twilight.
Twilight. Is that
Twilight.
the black?
Yeah, that's the black.
Oh, okay.
With our lovely, I love this. It's not an Airbrush, but I love this brush. Sorry. And I'm just gonna, it looks really, really dark.
I don't normally do like pencils on the bottom of my line because I like to be able to smudge it out. And so I like to just do a little bit of powder on the under eye. I totally
And
like
I
none.
always try to use pencil and they always smudged. Of course, now that I'm doing it live, it's going wonky. But the
Well,
best part about that,
yeah, that does tend to happen. Well, especially if you're looking in the camera trying to do it, or you're doing it faster than normal or whatever. Yeah, that can happen.
so you take a lighter color and you just go over it.
Yes, yes.
And living in Reno, people like to, if they wear makeup,
Oh, I didn't know you were in Reno.
I'm in Reno.
Cool.
So yeah,
So
my
after
favorite
you
place
do
to hang
that,
is the Atlantis. Come visit me when
okay.
COVID's not here.
Yes, of course.
And then just because I want it to match, this is my new go-to look. I don't know why, but I have decided to become brazen. I'm a brazen woman.
Ooh.
And because I'm using liner so much, because I love it, which I could never do before. I know that looks awful at the moment, but it's called fixing it.
Well, and then you can always do your second layer. Were you going to do a second layer of foundation, or
I think
are
I'm
you
going to
good?
have to.
Well, the more you touch it, I was nervous for you. I'm like, oh, she keeps rubbing her eyes. She keeps it, but it might be dry enough that it's not affecting it. But
No, it's not at all.
it still looks good from, I
I
mean,
was
my
afraid.
side.
Okay, so I did a medical procedure yesterday where they smashed your face into one of those. They were doing injections in my back and neck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it was lovely. Um,
It
and
was
of course,
lovely after the fact. You felt good after the fact.
it's good. I can turn my head. I
Were
couldn't do
you
this
were you in like
before.
a car accident, or do you just have like a bad back or neck or what?
Yeah,
Hmm.
I tried gymnastics in my high school years. I was no good.
Oh, yeah.
So
I got in a car accident with like 30 cows.
no, I've been in car accidents.
Yeah,
Not my fault, man.
that's how I messed up my back. I like pinballed through like 20 cows. Whoa, that's scary. She's gonna trim the lashes, people. So this is one of the things I've seen. Sometimes people are like so worried to trim them because they can just barely get it to the edge of their eye and just barely get it over here. Then they're like, "Hey, see, I can fit it on my eye." But if you make sure that that lash doesn't go past this anti-aging eye right here, it will lift your eye and make your eyes look more open and alert. And if you have hooded eyes or droopy eyes or any of that, make sure that the lash doesn't go past that. I
Now,
love them. I can't wait to get mine. I'm so
so
excited.
from what I understand, this is the inner. This is your nose, not there.
Yes. Yep.
I'm trying to do this backwards. This part is your nose.
Yes. Yep.
So this lash goes to
You,
this eye,
yes.
and this lash goes to this eye. So it's the opposite of what's in. That's what I
If
always
you
have to
place
tell
it out,
them.
think about your lids. Like if you're looking out, I turn it so that the lid is going in the correct way of your lid. So you have to turn the back side to like your chest, and then you're facing that way, and then the right goes on the right and the left goes on the left. And then you want to make sure that you like trim them correctly, as well as you want to make sure you always trim from the outer edge of the lash, because if you trim from the inner side and you try to put it in, it will almost look like, the lashes go from smallest to biggest, right? In the middle.
So
Yeah.
that's how much I'm going to have to trim if I do from here to. Ugh, I got to do it in the mirror.
I know
From
it's
here to
hard.
here.
Yes.
That's how much I have to trim. Is that
Yeah.
much, right?
See, and some people
There.
just do, and it's okay. And so you grab it, and you can even cut the magnets in half. So if you need to customize it, but a lot of times, especially with the 11 magnet ones, I think people, you just cut off a whole magnet. But the ones that come with 5, some of them cut them in half and whatnot.
So I try and cut it where the lash has openings.
Oh yeah, well they're less likely to like fall out if you do it like right after.
I'm trying to show you what I
Yeah,
took off.
it has to like the camera usually is in the top setting.
There it is. That's how much I took off.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Well,
See,
I
and
have
for
little
me,
eyes.
I could on some of the lashes, they could be longer for me because my eyes are so big. Anyway,
You have more real estate. I don't.
I know. I know.
So
It's
then
sad.
I try and make sure that both lashes are similar.
Oh, totally. You want to make sure that you're measuring the same amount, like however many magnets over, and then kind of look at the tufts of, lashes if it's not all the way over to one magnet or whatever.
Okay.
I
Once
can't wait to see
again,
these
doing
on.
this without glasses.
Don't screw it up. Just
Shut.
kidding.
Well, for my sister, I'd say biatch, but you're my good friend, so I'll say brat.
Well, good. I'm glad I'm not the other word.
Not
We say
yet.
witch. We say witch in this house. All my kids are somewhere else, so they don't hear anything anyway. But still.
Oh, my son is the one who taught me some language, let me tell you.
Ooh. Well, my kid's aunt, my husband's Samoan. And so, of course, their aunties taught them the Samoan version of some good words. So, you know, that's fun.
Oh, I want
Having,
to talk to them.
having really fun aunts, right? You know? And if you
Well,
see it, T. Ella, Lanu, any of you, no. Woo! Look at that, Lana.
now the under eye doesn't look so bad, huh?
Yeah. And I always say you don't want your bottom line, which is why I don't ever do liquid line or like gel on the bottom, because you don't want your bottom line to be like more stark and harsh than the top line, because it will
Yeah.
automatically pull your like the vision of your eyes down, and it will focus on like this part of your eye. Who wants to focus on like your bags and wrinkles and all that stuff, right?
If you
So
have any.
you want, oh, you would be surprised. I hide it well. I don't really have bags, but I do have dark circles regularly because
Oh, honey,
I like,
I have steamer trunks.
I like to, have you been using Instalash? I've heard so many amazing things about it, but I haven't tried it. So
With our eye serum?
yeah, not the eye serum, but the Instalash that's supposed to like shrink up your bags and, you know, all that stuff.
Oh, the Instalast I've been using here and here, and you don't see these anymore. That's where I've been
You
using
haven't
the
been using them on your eyes?
And then no, and then the eye serum I put here.
But isn't the
And it's
Instalash called
really
Eye Instalast or something like that?
no, I think it's just Instalast. And see, this is what I do because of hooded eyes. And
You
this is
can't.
why I put my makeup on first, is because otherwise my eyes are so hooded that until these are dry, they'll
Yes.
stick to my top hood.
Yes. So
Top
you
of
have
my eye.
to almost not have your eyes open all the way. You have to kind of keep looking down, you know, to let it dry. And then you let it, you know, be tacky, right? Which of course she always already knows that, but
Yeah, they
no.
stay tacky.
Yeah. Well, no,
I
I
find
was just
them
meaning for anyone that hasn't, you know, used our lashes or whatever before, then they would know.
oh, sorry. No, seriously, guys, I am loving our products. I would do makeup. I would do bridal fairs, and I would do makeup for the models of these bridal fairs before we went out to our booth. And there was two or three of us usually trying to get through about 15 models.
Wow.
Male and female, and it was full makeup including false eyelashes, and 9 times out of 10 I would glue their eyelashes closed.
Oh.
I was not allowed to put on the false eyelashes anymore.
You're like, someone needs lashes, don't go to Candy. And that's funny that now you sell them.
She was great on the makeup. She was great on the eyes. Don't let her touch your lashes.
That's funny though, because now you sell them. So to me, that just says someone that might not be so great at glue on lashes is now a pro at, you know, but don't you love, and don't you think the adhesive lashes, like it makes it so much easier to apply
Oh
like
my
glue
God, yes.
lashes?
I like to take pictures. Like yesterday, I posted on my Facebook page. When I put the lashes on, I was going to that medical thing. And so I had lashes on, I had makeup on. I'm like, I'm not scaring these poor women. So here I am smushed in that pillow with my head turned a little bit so they could do the x-ray thing. My eyelashes never moved.
I actually got an hour and a half massage with my face down, not even realizing, not even thinking about my lashes. And I went, well, I guess this will be a test to see how well they stay on. And then she had me roll over, and we had been talking about it because, you know, I had said something, and then she looks and she goes, wow, they still look fabulous. And I was like, well, I didn't know how it would turn out, but okay, I guess you can get a massage and they still stay put.
I didn't take mine off till 11, 12 o'clock at night. And I posted later, you know, I posted just before I took them off going, guys, remember when I put these on this morning?
Yeah. Yeah.
They're still on.
Yeah.
So, all right. So let's see if I can do this without screwing. Hair, you're right in between the length I want.
Are you growing them out?
Yeah. Okay, let's bring that over just a little bit more.
Kieran says she puts Instalast on her under eyes, forehead, and laugh lines too. Good to know.
Oh,
I have not used
that looks like
so.
a good location. What do you think?
Yeah.
All right, smush.
Hard to see. Yeah, time to push into the line and
Get it close to your regular lashes.
yes. One of the other things is if you have like an edge, if you want to make sure that you curl it, like almost bend the edge in so it's as close to your line as possible. Because if you don't, sometimes you'll go across and then it will look like a really harsh, like thick, you know, part right here. And it's just because it's not close enough to your lash at the very edge.
How's that?
That looks fabulous.
That's how easy it was to put on.
That's so pretty. So I was gonna look to see how long they are. Do you know how long, how millimeters the lovable ones are?
That I don't know.
I haven't
I
looked to see.
am anything but a math girl, and I wasn't accounting.
I'm good at math, but if they don't have it on the website, then how, like, it has nothing to do with anything. We just have to, like, we need to tell them that all the millimeters have to be on the website so we can like find them easy.
Well, I think it is. I just haven't seen it.
Maybe
That
I'll
looks
have to
about
look.
right.
Yeah, that looks great.
And smushy.
And smooshy, smooshy.
Smushy, smushy.
Oh, those look awesome.
Oh,
I
those
have the I Am Powerful ones on, but
another thing is, if you're doing the liner, even if your lashes don't come all the way in, put your liner all the way in, because otherwise your lashes look like they start here and there's no line, and it's like, oh, you're wearing
lashes. Yeah, no, I talk about that all the time, Candy. I talk about that all the time.
And as you can see, let me go like this. I did not go further than that line right there.
You're not
Although
fighting
what
the
you're
camera,
seeing is the
but
lash coming up.
yeah.
You don't go beyond there. That's what I hate, is when I find that my lashes are out here.
Yeah. You just don't want the lash line to, like, the lashes to be like drooping down, because it will just make the eye look droopy. You want them to look lifted. So always stay within that. And I call this the anti-aging line. And do you know that's where your eyebrow is supposed to end too?
Yep.
Yep, right there.
I wrote down my,
I airbrushed and stenciled my eyebrows.
All right, that's going to be, here I'm going like, no, it's like this.
There, yep, to the corner of your eye. Yep.
Right there. You'll have to teach me how to do the airbrush at another time.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I love it. And it doesn't, like, my eyebrows don't move. They don't budge. Oh, they look so awesome. I use a stencil, but I have heard that Avera is coming out with a stencil. So if you wanted to wait, I just don't know how quick. I bought a pack of different stencils, and they're shaped differently. And so you can find one that, like, I have really arched eyebrows right there, but but some people don't. And so they have, there's a bunch of different varieties, where some of them are straight, some of them are really arched, some of them aren't, but those look fabulous.
The only lip gloss, I didn't grab a lipstick, but I grabbed a lip gloss. And I know, it looks like the 60s, but you know what? I love this color.
Is it the Candy Frost or whatever?
Ice pink.
Ice pink. That's okay.
I have never been a pink girl.
Ice pink and candy frost, I think, are the like most shimmery ones.
I know. No, I don't want to update my iCloud right now. Thank you very much. Go away. Go. Close. Stop it.
Well, I can't see it, so you if you can ignore it, then we won't see it. But
It just won't go away. Anyway, so that's
a fabulous look. Are we good?
that.
Or do you want to do anything
Actually,
else?
you know what? I'm really happy with that coverage.
Are you? I
Yeah.
mean, it looks great from here, but sometimes you don't know, like, because you can't
What do
see
you
up close, but it looks good.
Well, I'm looking up close and it looks like I
Covered really well.
have coverage. So,
Good job. Yay,
yeah,
Candy. Woo, woo, woo.
I'm going to play with a little, just a dash of our bronzer, just to
Okay.
give me a little
bit
bit
color.
of color. Hello.
Hello.
And I'm sorry, if you still feel like you need to have a little shimmer there, hint, use a little bit of color from your eyeshadow palette for a highlighter.
Yeah, you totally can do that.
Did I do okay, Mom?
Yep. I love that you're calling me mom.
You're the one
My
with all
oldest is only 17.
Huh?
My oldest is only 17, and that even makes me feel old. So
Mine's 28. And I had children late.
oh, did you?
Yeah. So yeah.
Oh, Shannon, I just saw that Shannon hopped on. She actually just purchased the airbrush. So if you just hopped on, Shannon, you can go back because this was Candy's first time trying the airbrush. So you'll be able to kind of see how we do it. And she was really scared, but it wasn't hard, was it, Candy?
No, it's actually easier than I thought it was gonna be. I just am so afraid of wrong color, and
I think the
straighten it
shade
up.
matching is what a lot of people get scared of, as long as you get the shade match. But also, not, I mean, if you haven't ever tried airbrush before, it's the unknown, you're just not used to it. And so, but you look fabulous.
I'm loving it.
We should do another duo sometime.
Absolutely. When this thing
Okay.
isn't making it so I can't see myself. So what I'm going to do, I don't know if it's going to be right or wrong, is I'm going to take a little bit of this brownish, what is it called? Nutmeg?
Oh, for brows?
Yeah,
As
I
long
don't
as
know
it's
on me.
as long as it's a matte shade, I'm okay with it. Just don't
With
grab
a
one of the
match,
shimmers.
I would not put shimmer in my brows.
Well, you never know. I could see you doing, that pinky purple shimmer.
In my brows?
You should do it sometime.
I'm
It'll match
crazy.
your hair.
I've got purple blue hair, but I'm not that crazy.
That color actually looks good on you. Yeah.
Once again, don't go below the anti-aging line. Ta-da!
Very, very good.
So I have gone from a completely naked, eagly face to not too bad.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, thanks for joining us on our live, everyone. If you didn't catch us live from the very beginning, you can always watch the beginning once we're done, and we will sign off. Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us, and
Yes.
thank you, Angela. This has been a blast, and we're going to talk about that business card.
Oh, yes. Yep, absolutely.
Definitely.
All right. See you later.
Bye, ladies.